Have you ever wondered how your smartphone, laptop, or even your car functions so seamlessly? While brands like Apple, Nvidia, AMD, and Qualcomm dominate the headlines, the truth is that their cutting-edge technology depends on one company you might not even know, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, or TSMC.
Why does Apple manufacture all of their chips on this one tiny island?
TSMC warns an invasion of the island would render its factory inoperable.
In 2020, TSMC controlled 51% of the entire global chip market.
TSMC doesn't make consumer products. You won't find a TSMC branded phone, computer, or gaming console. But behind the scenes, this company plays a critical role in powering the digital world. TSMC manufactures chips, the tiny pieces of silicon that act as the brains of modern electronics. Its advanced fabrication process enables the devices we use every day to operate efficiently and at lightning-fast speeds.
Taiwan with semiconductor is probably the best defense. It has a silicon shield.
This isn't just any manufacturing process. TSMC operates in high-security factories known as Fabs, where state-of-the-art technology and meticulous precision come together to turn chip designs from companies like Apple and AMD into reality. These chips then go on to power everything from the iPhone in your pocket to the supercomputers crunching data for AI breakthroughs. TSMC has built a reputation as the most advanced chip manufacturer in the world. And yet, for years, the company stayed out of the spotlight, quietly producing the technology that powers our digital lives.
If we imagine China taking over Taiwan semiconductor industry, the worldwide economic shutdown.
Across from China, the island of Taiwan is the world's largest producer of electronic chips.
But today, TSMC is no longer just a behind-the-scenes player. Its role has become a focal point in global geopolitics, as its factories in Taiwan are critical to the global supply chain. If production were to stop, the entire world's technology sector would come to a grinding halt. So, how did a simple contract manufacturer become one of the most powerful companies on the planet? And why is the future of technology, from artificial intelligence to defense systems, so closely tied to TSMC? Stick around to find out, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video for more in-depth explorations of the forces shaping our world. In the world of semiconductors, TSMC has a story like no other. It all began in 1987 when Morris Chang, a visionary engineer, founded the company in Taiwan.
How did one man at the lowest point in his career build the best chip maker in the world?
From autos to manufacturing to data centers to communications, everything depends on semiconductors.
At the time, the semiconductor industry was dominated by giants like Intel, who designed and manufactured their chips in-house. But Chang had a different idea. Instead of making its own products, TSMC would focus exclusively on manufacturing chips for other companies. This business model, known as pure play foundry, was groundbreaking. By taking over the manufacturing process, TSMC allowed companies like Apple, AMD, and Nvidia to focus on designing their chips, knowing they had a reliable partner to produce them. While competitors like Intel were focused on both design and production, TSMC became the specialist in manufacturing, investing heavily in technology and process innovation. Over the years, TSMC made strategic decisions that set it apart from its competitors. The company poured billions of dollars into research and development, ensuring it stayed ahead of the curve. It also focused on customer relationships, working closely with its partners to ensure their designs could be translated into high-performance chips. By the 2000s, TSMC had become the go-to manufacturer for the world's most advanced chips. It produced chips for Apple's iPhones, Nvidia's GPUs, and AMD's processors, essentially the products driving the digital revolution. The company had quietly transformed from a behind-the-scenes manufacturer into a global powerhouse, supplying the brains of modern technology. Today, TSMC is a $500 billion giant, producing over 50% of the world's semiconductors and more than 90% of the most advanced chips. It's no longer just a contract manufacturer, it's a cornerstone of the global tech industry, shaping the future of innovation. TSMC's success isn't just about good business decisions, it's about unparalleled technology. The process of manufacturing semiconductors is one of the most complex engineering feats in the world, and TSMC has mastered it like no other company. The company's factories, known as Fabs, are marvels of modern engineering. Inside these facilities, chips are created through a process called photolithography. This involves using light to etch intricate patterns onto silicon wafers, creating the circuits that power electronic devices. The precision required for this process is staggering. TSMC's most advanced chips feature transistors that are just a few nanometers wide, smaller than a single strand of DNA. TSMC is also a leader in extreme ultraviolet EUV lithography, a cutting-edge technology that allows it to produce chips with incredibly small features. EUV machines, which cost hundreds of millions of dollars each, are used to create the most advanced chips on the market. TSMC's mastery of EUV lithography has given it a significant edge over competitors like Intel, enabling it to produce chips that are faster, more efficient, and more powerful. But it's not just about the machines. TSMC's manufacturing process also relies on skilled engineers and technicians who oversee every step of production. The company's attention to detail and commitment to innovation have made it the gold standard in chip manufacturing. In short, TSMC's technology isn't just unmatched, it's the backbone of the digital age. From smartphones to supercomputers, the chips produced in its cleanrooms power the devices and technologies that define our modern world. TSMC isn't just a technological marvel, it's a geopolitical linchpin. The company's dominance in the semiconductor industry has made it a critical player in the global economy, and its location in Taiwan adds another layer of complexity. Taiwan is a small island with outsized importance. It's home to more than 90% of the world's production of advanced semiconductors, with TSMC leading the charge. This concentration of manufacturing power has made Taiwan and TSMC a focal point in international politics. The problem is that Taiwan's political status is highly contentious. China views Taiwan as a breakaway province and has not ruled out the use of force to bring it under control. Meanwhile, the United States and its allies see Taiwan as a critical partner in the global tech industry and have pledged to support its independence. This geopolitical tension puts TSMC in a precarious position. If a conflict were to break out in Taiwan, the impact on the global supply chain would be catastrophic. The production of smartphones, laptops, cars, and countless other products would grind to a halt. Economies around the world would suffer, and the tech industry could take years to recover. Recognizing this risk, governments and companies are scrambling to reduce their dependence on TSMC. The US has invested in building domestic chip manufacturing capabilities, and other countries like Japan and Germany are following suit. But replicating TSMC's expertise and infrastructure is no easy task. Building a single advanced chip factory can cost $20 billion and take years to complete, and even then, catching up to TSMC's technology is far from guaranteed.